Hi, Bev again with another video, and this one, just a short video. Really, here's the question. Is your cardio staying aerobic, right? Cardio is supposed to be aerobic. Are you doing it correctly to remain aerobic? Okay, first of all, what is aerobic? Well, you want to be fat releasing. Some of you call it fat burning, but it really is fat releasing. So your body has many energy producing systems. You've seen another video on that. Now, you always need oxygen to create energy. That is, your body needs oxygen to create energy. So depending on how you exercise, that's going to determine which system, energy producing system, is predominantly being used, okay? You're always a bit aerobic and you're always a bit anaerobic, but you know, which one are you going to be predominantly using? That's the question. So when you're aerobic, you want to use respiratory oxygen. You want to get that oxygen far along in your body to the hardworking muscles. So if you're not fit enough, you can't stay aerobic for very long. And that means that the oxygen cannot reach those muscles. So your body, it still needs oxygen, and you just keep, you know, carrying on your cardio exercise. So your body sends you some messages, but you don't listen. And so it goes what's called anaerobic. It'll move more to the anaerobic side. So let's talk about what happens if you remain aerobic. As I said, you always need oxygen to create energy. And your fatty acids, that's what you want to break down, right? They are made of hydrogen and carbon. So when you add oxygen to the mix, what you're doing is you're making water and you're making carbon dioxide by adding oxygen. So water, great, that's great for your body, right? I don't care what happens, you know, whether you pee it out or sweat it out or whatever, no problem. Carbon dioxide, you breathe out. So this is when you are actually aerobic. But as I say, if you don't listen to the messages, and messages are like shallow breathing, you're coughing a lot, your face is really red, you can't carry on a conversation. Those are all messages from your biochemical body that it can't stay aerobic for very long. You know, so it's going to go anaerobic. So anaerobic, what happens? Okay, I said you need oxygen to create energy. When you go anaerobic, it's going to go into your body and it's going to use something called glycogen. And glycogen is actually stored carbohydrates. And in glycogen is carbon, hydrogen, and the sought after oxygen that your body needs because you're not listening to your messages, right? And where do you think glycogen is stored? In your liver, a little bit, but most of it is stored in your muscles. And that's why they say if you really want to build up muscles, you had better be careful on how you conduct your cardio training, okay? Because you don't want to lose your muscle gains. So what would I say to do, you know, to stay aerobic? Well, firstly, of course, listen to the messages. Your best bet, there's two ways. One is with high intensity interval training, and what that means is, let's say you're on the treadmill, so you run really fast and then you notice you're getting these messages. Well, then you slow down until you catch up your breath and you're not coughing and you're not red in the face. Then you can run fast again. So you're flipping between high and low intensity. That's good, and you're going to stay aerobic, right? Because you hear the message when you're beginning to go anaerobic. The other way is steady state cardio. Okay, so what happens with steady state is that you're running kind of, and you have to do it a longer time, maybe 50, 60 minutes, right? And so you have a stable oxygen use. You have a stable heart rate. So it's lower intensity, but you're going to remain aerobic for a longer period of time. So these messages are really important for unfit people. When you're really fit, physically fit, you can stay aerobic for a longer period of time, right? You have more mitochondria and you know, blood capillaries and all the stuff you've built up with weights. But anyway, I'm hoping that this is helpful. And as usual, it is the type of thing I cover in some of my chapters in my published book. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.